Hi again. Thanks for continuing. I'm going to pretty much continue where I left off with my comments to FERC, the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, yesterday down in Farmville. And these are comments on the DEIS, the Draft Environmental Impact Statement of the ACP, the Atlantic Coast Pipeline. We're only given 3 minutes, and unfortunately, I was not fully prepared. I was out networking, connecting journalists with impacted farmers along the pipeline route, doing some good organizing and networking. So I did not get it together to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. So my comments were cut off by a phone call in the middle of my comment. So here I am continuing. So bear with me and thanks for listening. Okay, so I said, you seem to think it's okay to place a 53,000 plus horsepower compressor station in a predominantly African American nominated historic district. It shouldn't be okay to place it anywhere on this planet. We are clear that the ACP placed the compressor station here because they expected little pushback from a very compliant population. Albemarle County, Orange County were able to reject the proposed route through their neighborhoods. They would never stand for this. And since I have the liberty of doing this, I'm not confined to my 3-minute comment times. I'm just going to go to the Moton Museum website to just read briefly about where this hearing was held in Farmville. It was at the Robert Russa Moton Museum, and very interestingly, this is one of the first things it says when you go to About. The 1951 Moton student strike marked the start of the modern civil rights movement and forever changed the landscape of American education. Don Baker, The Washington Post magazine. It's credited as being the student birthplace of American civil rights revolution. Do you see the irony? Okay, I will continue. Okay, hang on there, reading from my computer, from my doc. Again, shame on you. I'm talking to FERC. Shame on you for not granting a PEIS, a Programmatic Environmental Impact Statement, to review the regional impacts of all pipelines. Your strategy is to divide and conquer, which has prompted us to gather and unify. You are charged with being the only agency to review the needs of any pipeline, and you are shirking your responsibilities in favor of the oil and gas industry demands. And the oil and gas industry that created you and feeds you. Why do we even bother? That, of course, is what you want, for us not to speak up. But hey, you breathe the same air, drink the same water, eat the food, you have children, grandchildren. It seems to me you are morally, ethically, and spiritually bankrupt. Imagine instead you leading this nation and the world to a cleaner, sustainable future. You are tasked with seeing that these pipelines are needed. There is plenty of contrary evidence, which it seems you ignore. We persist. Others speak to the details. I have here a summary from Thomas Hadwin, which follows, and I will just interrupt to say Thomas Hadwin is a stellar, makes stellar contributions to this effort. He's an industry insider, and he's with the Friends of Central Shenandoah. And you can go to Senshen for all his reports. Actually, I'm going to be quoting for his last paragraph from a 3-page assertion called the ACP in a Nutshell. You can certainly go to Friends of Buckingham website also and just enter in the ACP in a nutshell. It's brilliant, and it really summarizes the economic boondoggle that this is. So he summarizes by saying, we ask that the land, the landowners, and ratepayers of Virginia be respected by selecting the clearly superior option of using existing pipelines to supply the future natural gas needs of Virginia. Dominion and other Virginian utilities are needed for the important role of developing a more reliable and resilient grid for the 21st century that easily accommodates decentralized solar and wind projects, which they or other parties develop. Dominion should seek out projects that benefit the ratepayers and residents of Virginia, as well as their shareholders. Setting the interest of shareholders against the interest of customers is not good for any business in the long run. There are numerous other important energy projects where Dominion can work for the good of all Virginians, if it so wills. That's my added commentary. So thanks for listening. Please keep caring, take action, say your prayers, whatever it takes to stop this madness.